Hi everybody. I'm a little distracted today. I barely slept last night and do not ask me why. Dragon Man and I went to the design and fashion show and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and Dragon Man must have been a lucky charm because one of his friends won first prize in her grade for her designs. We were home early, had dinner, did homework. By 9 o'clock I was yawning. I got to bed at about 10:30, and as tired as I was, I couldn't sleep. I fell asleep at about 1 a.m. just to wake up at 3 a.m. again. So now I'm sitting here yawning again. That is not the only distraction though. I read yesterday that Zelensky declared war against Iran and North Korea. I thought it was a joke or clickbait and just had to go read up about it. Anyway, it appears to be true. I think it would be safer for me to just shut up at this point and just go on with my usual content. But jokers come in all shapes and sizes, and some get very rich from waging all types of war. So next time he asks for money, tell him to donate some of his own first. And that, my dears, is all I'm going to say. We'll get to the wife in her Dior and Versace outfits some other day. So let's talk royals and not so royals. We all have a certain video style, our own unique way of presenting our stuff, and therefore we attract a certain type of viewer. And although I get all sorts of questions and information, there's often a pattern, and I would say the prevailing pattern of inquiries and information currently refers to the arrest of P. Diddy. And so many of you are asking whether I think Harry and Meghan were involved or as involved as Jaguar White said they were. Well, I hate just thinking and not one calling on the universe or the spirits to tell me the truth. Instead, I deal with questions and mysteries like I would with a puzzle. I put the pieces together, at least until I can somewhat make out what is in the picture. So, in order to answer the question as to whether I think Harry and Meghan could or would partake in one of Diddy's freak-offs, I have to look at their past behavior. So let's start with Harry. There are numerous stories with regards to Harry and his relationship behaviors and actions towards women. And there are numerous stories of Harry's actions and behaviors towards men. And there are photographs to back up some of it. Now, I'm going to try and assemble the best of nondescript language to tell you what I heard, what I saw, and what I read. And I'll leave it up to you to interpret, and remember, it is indeed all alleged. Someone is indeed innocent until proven guilty, okay? Secondly, you may have heard some of these stories before, but maybe from a different source. Okay, now, it is advised that Buckingham Palace had been covering up Harry's deviancy for years. It is advised that we should not even bother with incidents of a certain man-on-woman type of violence while the prince was in the army, because soldiers will not betray another soldier, and thus it is unlikely that the truth will ever surface. Allegedly. According to a source, there was an incident in London where the young woman was seriously injured during an incident involving H, okay? Where there were also other things done to her against her will. Allegedly, the injuries left her needing care and a guardian for the rest of her life. Allegedly, there was a time when she wanted to speak out, but her emotional state was way too fragile. Then, according to other information, the situation was repeated in the United States. It is said that although there was a payoff and a NDA, a prosecutor tried to have the NDA voided, and in the process, he also requested full disclosure of the previous act or acts. It was, however, decided that Harry be given a second chance, and a provision was issued, namely, if he ever did a similar crime, the previous NDA will be voided. Now, like I said, it is all allegedly. A third story is that while booze, illegal substances, and sex-filled parties are held on the occasion at Better Up's San Francisco condo. Allegedly, there was an incident between H and a female partygoer, and allegedly, Better Up had to settle a 7-figure lawsuit involving H and this particular guest. And worst of all, it is said that Meghan Markle knows it all. I mean, so much for her strong feminism rhetoric. Meghan Markle does not give a crap if you are not a billionaire. But again, it is all alleged, okay? What is not alleged are Harry's wild outbursts of anger. 2 such incidents, of which there are indeed photographic evidence, happened. 1 in 2004, when Harry physically attacked a photographer, Chris Uncle. Uncle's lip was cut. He wanted to lay a charge, but was convinced not to. In 2007, Harry attacked another photographer, Neeraj Tanner, and although photographs of the incident surfaced, Buckingham Palace first denied it ever happened and then said that H, or Harry, was not at fault. There were a number of other incidents of Harry pushing his hand in someone's face, and so on and so forth. But it was all swept under the rug. Then there was Harry's cruelty to animals. Remember his polo ponies? Remember him wearing spurs, and then he refused to stop playing when his horse was bleeding? Remember him insisting on riding a pregnant mare? And then there is Harry's physical conduct towards other men. We have all seen the hand on the thigh, the licking and twisting of nipples, the hugs and other rather inappropriate touching. So, I mean, it's clear, very clear, that 1, Harry has certain physical feelings towards other men, or he has never been taught boundaries, personal space, and appropriate behavior. And then, lastly, There is Harry's self-confessed drug-taking. We heard about it in his book. We heard him talk about it to the likes of Dr. Gabor Mate, for instance, etc., etc. So please tell me, anyone, why would Harry not partake in a Diddy freak-off? In light of everything I said, what makes you think that he wouldn't? I do not see anything which convinces me that he wouldn't. Sorry. And then Meghan. We all know Meghan had a promiscuous past. We know Meghan was not the type to wait 3 to 6 months before jumping into bed with someone. We know that as a result of that, there are rumors of her having been a yacht girl. We also know she was a caddy with benefits. We've also seen her in rather explicit scenes in dodgy movies. By her own admission, she loves wine very, very much, and at her wedding to Trevor, she handed out baggies. We know she's not shy to take a sniff or a puff, okay? So, tell me, why would Meghan Markle not partake in a Diddy freak-off? There is nothing in her conduct which tells us that she wouldn't. So, I mean, there's my answer to you all. Of course, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. But at this point, I'm giving Jaguar Wright the benefit of the doubt. And I'm more inclined to believe her than not. Okay, guys, I'm off. I have to go make the builders some lunch. So I'll see you soon. And until then, you better take good care of yourselves. Bye.